You can watch movies in English, no subtitles needed. You can read news articles. You can understand podcasts. You can follow TED Talks. You know what words mean. You know how grammar works. But the moment someone asks you a question in English, your mind goes completely blank. You know the answer. You know it, but nothing comes out. And you walk away thinking, what is wrong with me? Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not bad at English. You are simply wired wrong. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what that means, why it happens, and the simple daily habit that actually fixes it. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where someone spoke to you in English, and you understood every single word they said, but when it was your turn to respond, you froze? You knew what you wanted to say. You could have written the perfect answer, but out loud, nothing. Or maybe this. You're watching an English YouTube video, no problem. You understand everything. You even laugh at the jokes. But if I put a camera in front of you right now and said, talk to me for 2 minutes in English about anything, your heart would start beating fast. This happens to millions of people, and it's happening right now. This week, just in the last few days, people were posting on Reddit saying things like, I can understand TED Talks perfectly, but when I try to speak, my sentences don't feel natural. It's like I'm constructing them word by word. And another person wrote, my brain suddenly slows down when I need to speak. I know the word. It just doesn't come out in time. Does that sound familiar? Because if it does, you are in exactly the right place. Today, I'm going to explain the real reason this happens. It's not what most people tell you. And I'll give you a simple 3-part daily habit that rewires your brain for speaking. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the thing that nobody tells you in English class. Understanding English and speaking English are two completely different skills. They use two different circuits in your brain. Think of it like this: driving a car versus describing how to drive a car. You can watch someone drive for 10 years. You can understand every movement. You can explain the theory perfectly. But the moment you sit in the driver's seat for the first time, your hands don't know where to go. Your feet feel wrong. Everything you know doesn't automatically become what your body can do. That is exactly what is happening with your English. When you watch videos, read articles, and listen to podcasts, you are training your receptive brain, the part that receives and understands language, and you've trained it beautifully. That is why you can follow native speakers with no problem. But speaking requires your productive brain, the part that has to find words, build grammar, and produce sound, all at the same time, live, in real time, under pressure. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you have spent 90% of your learning time watching and listening, you have trained your receptive brain, but left your productive brain almost completely untrained. You are not broken. You just accidentally skipped the most important workout. Now here's where it gets more specific, because there are actually 3 things working against you at the same time. When a native speaker asks you something, your brain has to do 5 things at once. Listen and understand what they said, decide what you want to say, find the right words from memory, build the sentence correctly, move your mouth to produce the sound. All of that has to happen in about 1 second before the conversation feels awkward. For a native speaker, it's completely automatic. They've done it millions of times. For someone who trained mostly by listening, each of those 5 steps takes conscious effort. And when you try to do all 5 together, under social pressure, in real time, your brain overloads and freezes. This is why you can speak perfectly when you're alone, but freeze when someone is watching. The pressure turns the processing gap into a wall. The moment you try to speak, a voice in your head wakes up. Is that the right word? Was that grammar correct? Do I sound stupid? What if they don't understand me? I call this your inner editor, and it is absolutely destroying your fluency. Because fluency is not about being perfect. Fluency is about being continuous. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes. Even native speakers say but they don't stop. Your inner editor hits the pause button every 3 words, and by the time it gives you permission to speak, the moment is already gone. Most English learners are stuck in what I call the passive learning loop. Watch a video, feel good because you understood it. Watch another video, feel good again, never actually practice speaking, wake up tomorrow, still can't speak. And the cruel thing about this loop? It feels like progress, because you are getting better at understanding. But understanding and speaking are 2 different circuits, remember? Every day you spend only watching and listening, you're actually widening the gap between what you understand and what you can say. Before the solutions, if this is making sense to you, hit the like button right now. It seriously helps this video reach more people who need this. And if you're new here, subscribe. Everything on this channel is built around one goal, making you a confident English speaker. Okay, let's fix this. Here are the 3 daily habits that actually rewire your productive brain. Do all 3 every single day for just 10 minutes total. This is the most powerful speaking exercise nobody talks about. It requires 0 conversation partners, 0 apps, 0 money. Every day, for just 5 minutes, narrate your life out loud in English. You're making breakfast? Say out loud, "I'm making eggs. I need to boil the water first. I don't have much time this morning." You're walking to work? "It's a bit cloudy today. I hope it doesn't rain. I forgot my umbrella at home." Simple sentences, even boring sentences. That's the point. Why does this work? Because you are training your productive brain in a 0 pressure environment. No one is watching. No one is judging. You can pause, restart, get the word wrong, try again. Every time you do this, you are building the neural pathway from thought to speech. You are teaching your brain to automate the production process. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your freeze moments will start getting shorter. One of the biggest reasons people freeze is because they try to build a perfect sentence before they start speaking. Don't do that. Instead, start the sentence first. Figure out the rest as you go. Learn these starters by heart. The thing is, I think that, actually, what I mean is, that's interesting because, in my opinion, the moment someone asks you a question, don't try to build the whole answer. Just start with one of these phrases. The moment your mouth is already moving, your brain relaxes, and the rest of the sentence follows. Try it right now. Ask yourself, what did I do today? Don't think. Just say, well, the thing is, and keep going. See what happens. Find a short clip of a native English speaker, about 30 seconds long. Something simple. A weather report, a short vlog, a talk show clip. Play it. Pause after each sentence. Repeat it out loud, exactly. Same words, same pace, same rhythm, same emotion. Don't translate it, don't analyze it, just copy it, like a shadow. This technique trains your mouth to move at English speed. It builds muscle memory for how English sounds and feels. And the best part? You are borrowing someone else's confidence. You are not trying to find words, you are just copying. And copying completely bypasses the freeze. Let me bring this all together. You understand English perfectly because you have worked hard. That's real. That's not nothing. You have built something solid. But understanding and speaking are 2 different circuits. You have built one. You haven't built the other yet because nobody told you how. Now you know. Here's your challenge. Starting today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Pick one of these 3 fixes. Self-talk for 5 minutes. Use a 3-word starter in your next English moment. Shadow one 30-second clip. Just one. Just today. And then tomorrow, do it again. That's how you rewire your brain. Not overnight, but faster than you think. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of the 3 killers felt most true for you? The processing gap? The inner editor? The passive learning loop? I read every single comment. I want to know.